Okay, so we've already got two people in here. Hello, guys. How's it going?
One's me.
Well, God damn it. All right. Okay.
I mean, no, one's not me, totally.
All right, I'm gonna do a quick intro for us. All right.
Sure.
Oh, the other one's Jordan. We're all alone. We're all alone in this world. Um, can you pull up the game real quick so you see
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the just to see like the menu? Does the okay? Well, does the debug menu like pop up every time we run it from the Godot
It's
uh
Tilda.
launcher? Oh, okay. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, it's only enabled in debug mode. If you on a release build, it does not it's not enabled.
Cool. Hell yeah. All right. What's up, guys? This is Will from CowHammer Studios, and I'm with Rob. Rob, say hi.
Hello.
So Rob recently worked on a debug menu for the game we're building, The Forbidden Flask. Check us out. Anyways, so this menu allows us to do a lot of debugging when we're working out these kinks before launch and working out the newer features. And we wanted to run through how he made it real quick. Quick little like a mini devlog. So I hope you watch and enjoy. Take it away, Rob.
Cool. Yeah, so yeah, when testing this, to test out different things we're doing, uh, you know, different NPCs, different guard types, etc., etc. Uh, could just kind of wait for them to spawn randomly, but probably easier to test where you can just kind of force it. So at a basic debug menu, let's just control some things about the game, set the time of day so we can restart the day, end the day early, uh, simulate when you get
Get in
caught,
trouble. Yeah.
yeah, by the guard,
Artificially bust. Artificially
right,
bust.
get busted.
Yeah.
uh, Spawn certain customer types, which there's more about to be in the game. The menu just does the basic customer and plague doctor. We're gonna have more of each type, of course, and have more buttons for those, of course, once they are fully implemented.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, basic stuff. I can set the time back to 0, start the day over. It toggles that back to the beginning again at the bottom. I can just end the day. We made 0 because we didn't play, but um, we can toggle that. Of course, only in the debug builds of the game, not available in release versions because it's just for debugging. um, FPS counter, which shouldn't ever drop because this game, isn't graphically intensive or anything. It's no fancy 3D effects or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll go back over to the code here. And just to show it real quick before we do that, just I can slap the customer button, spawn a whole bunch of
Whole bunch of
lads and ladies,
lads. Like 20 lads.
all the lads,
All the
and all the
lads.
guards, spawn all guard captain, so it's impossible to do anything. Uh, but yeah, uh, so basically, this is its own scene. We attached to the tavern scene in Godot. Uh, Fairly straightforward, nothing too crazy, but just a menu. It's attached to the main scene. We give it a reference to the tavern, so we can actually control the tavern, you know, variables, run functions, all of that. The visual part itself is just a basic menu. It's just using Godot's control nodes to generate just a menu like any other menu in the game. Uh, Most of the work, of course, in the code over here, and it kind of initializes as an invisible scene. Toggle with a debug key we use tilde. Why not, right? And only if we're in a debug build. So release builds, all this code never actually enables or runs. Uh, and then basically we have it updating like some information consistently, getting frames per second from the engine. This is not ideal for like actually tracking FPS that much, but if we see it drop, we'll know. And there's some kind of weird code doing something, right? I haven't seen it happen yet.
Hmm.
Then it just pulls like your other information from the taverns, variables, and all of that. Uh, and then basically all the buttons are hooked up to just different signals or that run, and it does it can spawn customer. It's very honestly basic when it comes to this. It just button does this function. The only thing I had to mainly worry about is exposing the function. So this actual scene takes the tavern as an export variable. Otherwise, it couldn't read that stuff because it's the way it's set up. If I go over to the tavern scene, which I didn't pull up, because over here it does slap it on to the end of the tavern scene. This does not exist globally. It's only in the tavern scene, but it could be dropped in other places and not be that big of a deal. You just have to change, I have a fallback, so if a tavern doesn't exist, it just doesn't run the tavern part of the code. Which basically right now just means you get an FPS counter and that's it. If there's no tavern scene available. But I can do that for other scenes as well and make it so, like, depending on what scene you're on or we drop it into, it can have different information. Most of our stuff's in the tavern, so it doesn't really matter too much beyond that. The only things that came up was having to change some of the code around a little bit because we had to be able to reference certain things from this menu that maybe weren't before accessible. For example, a couple things that came up was like when you change the time, the visual indication in the tavern at the bottom of the timer. Originally, it didn't update, and it's made the timer keep going past that. The bar kept going forever. So I had to actually hook it up to like actually kind of work a little differently. Just so when you make changes from the menu, it doesn't like abruptly mess up the UI and stuff like that. Not that that's the biggest deal, but it's easier to test if it's all as you expect it to be for sure. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that right now. Adding some more stuff to it. Handy, and you can do crazy things like, oh, suddenly I want this much gold. Now our timer works in a way where it takes a long time for it to get to that point, because realistically, there's never a time you're going to be getting 1 million gold at once, right? Usually, I think right now the max you can get in one transaction is like 120, I think.
And it's also great. Well, that's pre upgrades too, right? Like if you have no upgrades, that's the base amount that you can get.
Correct.
Of course, there are upgrades that can increase. Like we have an upgrade. It's called local honey, tentatively, but that increases the price of the mead because it's a higher quality product. So you can sell it for a higher price. Your customers know it's a higher quality product, so you can buy that upgrade, or you can go more into potions, or you can go more into ale, or you can so that's something that we haven't talked about on this channel yet, is the upgrade system that we're working on. Another thing that Rob actually added in the last week is the gold effect down there at the bottom. So if we want, like, this debug thing does more, it can test more things than what actually shows in the menu, because
it's pretty easy to expand on.
We've got the gold effect down there, and it's just going to go forever. Like, we're only at 1,500 now. It's got like 990,000 more to go. So if we want,
we can adjust it a bit too. If we need to, like, the effect's pretty adjustable. If you want to make more gold, less gold, more subtle, we can make the timer go faster if we want to. We might adjust that as we go, but as of right now, there's no transaction. It takes more than 5 seconds to change if you don't use the debug menu.
Yeah, but it's great for like the amount of gold that's just spraying out of this thing. We can, like you were saying, we can increase that, we can decrease that, we can make it shoot up higher or fall down lower, or there's all kinds of stuff. So this is helpful for testing things like that as well.
Particles are fun.
And we're really trying to build things as dynamically as possible, because if we we don't want to like set ourselves on like this is going to be here or this is going to be just here. It's great to build, we're trying to build our systems as dynamically as possible, so if we make a new level someday, or make a new one of these or whatever, we don't have to rewrite the entire system every time.
It didn't reset.
Well, we have 1 million gold now. What are you going to spend it on? A vacation? I don't know.
Probably.
All right. Okay, anyways, we just wanted to talk about the debug menu real quick. So that's it. Rob, do you have anything else to add?
That's it right now. We're just, still adding some stuff to it. We'll see. We'll talk more about it at some point once you've got some more things added, so we can, show off that. Make some other adjustments and stuff to just make it more fun and better.
Yeah, so if you want to keep watching us progress on this game, or possibly a future game, just want to keep up with the the work that we're doing, and our projects, you can give us a sub. That'd be cool. And also, I stream all the time on Twitch, game dev twice a week usually. So you can follow me at theword007. Thank you. Hell yeah.
I just noticed that too, where it shows you have Wednesday game dev on still, unless you changed it already. That's funny.
Oh, it's not a still thing. I typed that out because my week has been crazy. It's definitely not
Close enough.
Wednesday.
Close enough.
It's definitely not Wednesday. I updated it. Thanks for telling me. Panda came in Wednesday game dev on a Saturday in my chat. Yeah, we went back in time. Jordan said I have a skunk on my bed. Yeah, that's a big ass skunk. That's a 14.5 pound skunk. Rob, do you see it? Do you see that skunk
I
on my
do.
bed? It's so funny when he like runs down my hallway because he sticks his tail straight up in the air and it's like super like pitch.
Bushy.
It's like pitch black and fluffy, and then he's got like the white around the bottom of it. Nezzy be stinking. Okay, so I'm gonna turn that into a video later. Awesome. That's good content. That's it, dude. We just knocked a whole video out.
That's the way to do it. You do it and laugh.
Well, I mean, I'm editing it. You don't have to worry about that part of it. So,
Right.
like,
I was like though, time wise, right? It's like easier to just stream and then record.
well,
and
yeah,
then turn on stuff and
we're
just make separate stuff.
yeah,
for sure.
we're like killing 3 stones with 1 bird.
That's how it works.
And we can do this like a whole bunch. Like, if you want to like cover like how you made the paths or whatever, it might be easier. It might be easier for you to just like kind of prepare just a little bit. You don't need a script or anything.
Right.
I'm not telling you to make a script, but I'm saying like, you
Bullet
know,
points.
if I tell you like a day in advance or whatever, or we talk about it like, during the like on Wednesday, we should try and record this video or whatever. We could do devlogs kind of like retroactively. Like this is a quick overview of how we made the pathing system, for instance. And we wouldn't do anything super complicated. I mean, unless you wanted to, but
Right.
yeah, I mean, I think that's a good way to go about it. And then, I mean, your part of it's done. I'll edit it tonight, have it up around 1 p.m. probably tomorrow.
Cool.
And then that'll be it. I think I think we should do that going forward if you're comfortable with that.
Yeah.
You just pick like a couple topics or whatever. And we'll do it. So, let's see. I'm going to pull up my list here. I still have your screen share on the stream, by the way.
Okay.
Let me know if you need to do anything that can't be on stream. Any bank information probably is a good one.
Godot's full of that. It's all in the code.
It's all in the code. Yeah. So, in the last meeting, I made that torch that is animated, and I did an animation for the lizards. Have you implemented those in the scene yet?
Oh, I forgot about the lizards.
Yeah. Oh.
Shit.
Yeah. Let's add the lizards. I want to see how they look.
Did you put that in the drive, or did you put it somewhere else?
I sent it to you on Discord. I'm adding it to the drive right now. It's getting added to the drive right now, I promise.
It's on Discord. And
Forbidden
it scrolls up,
Flask.
and I forget about it.
Art. No. We're good. Tavern art. New stream character unlocked. Rob. Play that. Somebody play like the Smash music, dude. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we made the sword last time too. So let's move that over.
Yeah, swords in the scene, torches are in the scene. The torches were the big thing because the torches are really good. I
Hey, I think the lizards are good.
mean, they're good too, but I think the torch I was like super like this looks like legit, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Love it.
I plan on going back and redoing um
Yeah,
some of
we're
the
gonna be doing
art
smart
that I
paths, I'm
did.
sure.
Well, also I was just working in like we talked last time, I was working in
Yeah,
his school, which is like some free online 2D art thing, and it just is not up to par. It doesn't have as many capabilities.
right. Like it worked, but it was missing some tools that made it kind of a pain.
Yeah,
For the game jam, it was fine.
for like a game jam, sure, yeah, but I have learned that a sprite is far superior. Um,
A-Sprite's good. Pixel Edit's sweet. I still pixel edit for some of the tile sets. I need to actually maybe make that an A-Sprite probably instead. Like move it to A-Sprite format files. I just
well,
haven't yet.
it definitely would be nice to have everything in one software because then
Yeah,
you can, like you were saying, it's easier
you
to
can both
like
edit it just fine.
work with tile sets you said in Pixel Edit, but
Right.
um,
A-Sprite's really good for it too. People do it
but
every day, right?
yeah, and well, A-Sprite's better at a lot of other things. So
Everything
you make
else.
like one sacrifice for like the software that's generally better. Then it's I would say it's probably worth it.
Right.
Um, yeah, I'll see you later, Jordan. What time do you get off? You get off at 8? Oh God, you get off so late, Jordan. Girl, we might have to Fortnite tomorrow. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Yeah, Rob, Fortnitemares just started.
Ah,
So they have like a zombie killing mode, with like big bosses and like the story thing, and then they've added like skins from Coraline and stuff,
huh.
like Disney Halloween movies, and they're like really good. Like I want to make a YouTube video for my channel about how good the skins are because they look crazy.
It's funny. I've never played Fortnite.
I like how Jordan's telling me I have no plans tomorrow. I can play tonight. Okay, all right, dude. I'll let you know. I'll let you know if you get home at like 10:30 or something. I don't know. We'll see because I really need to edit some videos and clean my kitchen, and I got all kinds of shit to do. Um, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see, Jordan. We'll see. God damn it. We'll see. Get back to work. Baylor. I'm not bailing on you. Get out of here. You got work to do, man. You're gonna be late. Goodness. Mods. Mods. I don't have any mods. All right.
Jordan is the mod.
Jordan literally is the mod. He's the mod. Mute yourself. Um. Okay, so sword decoration. Um, and then the lizard idle, and then the lizard run animation, and
Where do you
then
put that stuff?
Okay, so the wall torch is in tavern art.
Never mind.
Lizard stuff is in potion supplies, which is within tavern art.
All right.
We can pull the folder out if you want. And a couple of these need to be renamed, I guess. They're like the lizard idol A sprite. And the why is it called lizard home? We're gonna rename this real quick.
All right. I can't just drop in the lizard thing, by the way. I need to change a couple things here. Because on a tile set, it runs, the animation runs always on a set timer. There's no like play it and then stop.
Yeah, I got you.
Hmm.
I mean, if we don't use one of them, that's fine. I just thought they should move around a little bit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I could make for now. I could make it just play at a really slow frame rate and just kind of play, but that's not what it's supposed to do, right? And it's not how it's like really designed. Let's see. Let me pull it up here. You still have that. Oh, you didn't put that in Forbidden Flask, did you?
What?
You put that in the old place, didn't you?
What? Put what in what place?
We already copied all the art to Forbidden Flask art. No, wait, I'm there. Sorry.
What are you
I was
talking
looking
about?
at the wrong place. I'm the one in the wrong place.
Okay.
I found it.
I was gonna say I didn't think that was the case. um. Okay. Tavern sign is its own objective.
Wait, this one you sent me
okay.
is. You didn't keep the lizard turning around, did you? Or is there two lizard animations? Oh, I see the idle one. You put the A sprite file for the run one, but not the actual export, I think.
What's that? I'm sorry. I haven't made the axe yet.
Oh, for the one where he runs around.
I'm sorry. Wait, what? What's going on
What?
right now? What are you talking about? You said axe and then the one who runs around. What are you talking about?
You said, I looked in the. You put lizard post in supply. I see a lizard idle PNG, but there's no other lizard PNGs that aren't the original one in there. It's just a. Did the run one done? The run animation done?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
done. It's not a.
it's,
I guess it's not saved as a PNG, or maybe
I
I
didn't
didn't
export that
upload.
one
Okay,
or copy it if you already did it.
let
The idle
me.
one just plays over and over again, though, right?
Mhm. No, it probably should still have a timer on it. It's gonna look weird if it doesn't, but that's something we can add later. Jordan is like spamming me, and she needs to stop. She knows I'm on stream, and she's like sending me big messages. All right. Um. Okay, so I guess I need to figure out where this file is real quick.
Right. So the idle one, I can add the idle one right now. We'll just make it play always for for the moment. But I need to redo. I need to redo our source things as not tile street things like you are probably advised up front to not worry about doing. Uh, but again, we were in game jam mode at the time, so we just kind of did whatever worked.
Yeah, I mean, we
Didn't
were
matter at
just
the
in a
time.
rush, and it was
Yeah,
also like
those 2 weeks were a blur.
yeah, definitely. But that was like kind of our first actual game together. Like
Yeah.
we were working on another game, but we hadn't been working on it very long. Um,
Right, and this one's much more attainable scope. Speaking of the other game, there's some things we can talk about that at some point soon because there's been a couple new Godot libraries that have been released that might help us out
oh, for
there.
networking,
Yeah,
dude, there's been like a few like one person or two person dev theme games that have come out lately, and they're just like not great games, but they have like good networking. Like multiple people can join.
right.
I don't know how people are like that's the part that people are getting done. Like their game might not even look great or not have a good story or anything like that, but they're able to make the networking part work. Um, but also they could just be using Unity or something, which makes it a lot easier.
Right. I mean, so some dev studio who took Face Punch's Unity library for Steam networking stuff. Face Punch is Gary's mod Rust, right? It's the same
Yeah.
shit used for Rust networking, and
Uh-huh.
someone ported it to Godot recently.
That's awesome.
So I was looking at that. That might be something we can use for the integration for that when we get it. When we get back to that one, where get this one shipped first. But
I mean, I'm super excited to work on Tilt Yards though, because um I just think that's a more like marketing friendly game where
I mean,
like
yeah,
you can
it's a game you
record
can
videos
goof
of like
off
goofy things happening and stuff.
your friends.
It's super easy to like make TikToks and videos and stuff when you have that kind of stuff going on in a game.
Right, it's a very
And that
be a very streamer friendly game.
and that multiplayer element is really like it's a lot easier to market as well too. Like there's a lot of factors about it that make it easy. It's like an easier pitch, you know. And I think the Forbidden Flask is an awesome idea, and it's going to be a great game. I still have full like belief in this game as well. I'm just saying,
Yep.
it's going to be easier to market Tilt Yards, and it's going to be easier to pick up traction because there's more people that are interested in that kind of genre.
For sure.
This is a,
So we make this a
tiny
multiplayer.
bit more niche. What'd you say?
Until we make this multiplayer.
Yeah, all right. Right.
I mean, not the worst idea in the world, but not in scope, obviously, before
Local-
we ship it.
Local
Right.
local co-op only though.
Well, then you can use the Steam Remote Play.
True.
I don't know. Interesting thought. It'd be funny to see a co-op version. I mean, it would make sense. It's things like Overcooked, right? That's ridiculous of friends together. You just have to make it get a little more crazy off the rails, right?
Yeah, and then like your friend gets caught when they're trying to deliver like the potion, and then you scream at them and you rage quit the game.
Or like, what if like they get caught and like they get busted, right? They get like arrested, and you're still playing that.
Yeah, it looks like I never exported the lizard, so let's do that real quick. So here we have just like the lizards moving around a little bit. So we need to export this. Oh, we are going to go to File, Export as a sprite sheet. And we're going to rename this to Lizard Run. And we're going to change it to a PNG. Save that. These settings all look good. We'll export it. And then it is going up on the drive right now.
But that one has to be one that plays like it plays plays it's entirely back to back and then stops and doesn't play again for a while.
Uh-huh.
So that one can't work in the tile set. I'm gonna put the idle one in the tile set for now, and then I need that's on my list now to split those back out into their own like thing. Because then we can do a bunch of stuff with the animation player and just like do what we want with that. And also that if we're gonna try to do like any kind of like shader stuff for like highlighting when you're close to something, that also needs to be as sterile entities as well. So that makes sense.
Okay, they're
On the list.
it's in Potion Supplies, it's Lizard Run, it's the sprite sheet, 13 frames. So let's see. Is it more? Let's see. Is this a part right now where I should be watching you, or
Up to you.
well, if you're doing interesting things, I want to catch it on stream.
Yeah.
And right now I think you're doing interesting things.
Sure.
So let's change the camera over. There we go. Now this is the idle where just like the tongues go in and out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what it looked like. Yep.
I'm gonna play it if it lets me here.
Wait, hold on. What's going on at the end there? Sixth frame. He still has his tongue out. Oh, he flips. The other one flips around. That's what it is.
Oh, this okay. This might not also
Never
like
mind. It's
play.
correct. It looks so funny, dude. Like the playback window
Oh
down
wait,
there at the bottom.
I just put it to a 4, if not 4 times.
Yeah, it needs to be way slower than that. That looks good. I like that a lot. I mean, maybe even like a tiny bit slower, maybe. Or do you think that that's fine? That's good. That's good.
Pretty good.
Mm.
This timer doesn't mean anything for Godot, obviously, but I was just like previewing it here before I copied it into the tile sheet.
Mm-hmm. Just to get an idea of
Kind of
how
get
much
yeah
you need to
the
be slowed
speed.
down.
Yeah. Okay. Over here, I'm just gonna drop it right below this other stuff for now. Love that torch still. It's really good. Little particle. Let's see. Export. And move where I point this path. That's fine for now, though.
We should do a video at some point going over like um just like a high level overview of how you made our tile sheet too. I think that'd be a good idea.
Right. Now we're gonna have to. Now we're gonna redo it anyways for Godot Free 4.3 because they changed how tile sets and tile maps work. The old version still works, but they have a more recommended version that lets you do a lot more shit better.
Mm. Like what? What does it make you do better?
Like
Or
it
help you do
splits the
better?
tile layers into their own scenes and
Okay.
lets you like. There's a whole. I don't remember all the details. I just know there's a few things with the way it does like the layering where it just works better without having
Gotcha.
like it's easier to like edit and not have to mess up your other layers when you're messing with different layers and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole they redid the whole thing. There's 2 new scenes you're supposed to use where it's like a tile map and tile map layer. So it follows more of like the way everything else works with nodes and scenes. Where it's like, oh yeah, it's you use your layers are their own scenes because that makes sense. Let's see. Okay, that's it. Inner decor. All right, let's go to our map.
Highlight all the do you have to highlight all the frames here or
No,
hmm.
it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
7, yeah.
They made this better too.
Oh.
Yeah, I
So
don't.
you
We're
just
gonna
select the first frame and then say the number of columns because the sprite
mhm,
sheet lays out in like a horizontal fashion, so it just picks up the next ones.
right. Actually, this is not going to because of positioning. Okay, I forgot I did the other one as separate tiles. But this animation takes up the whole height, right? Or is the top half? The top half never moves. The top half never moves.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Wait, why does that matter though?
Just trying to position it between tiles here. I had to change the origin,
Mm.
which I haven't had to do for most of them, but I can do that. It's just like
Why is the origin different? That's
because
weird.
it centers on the tile. It's a 2x2 tile, so it centers the origin on the middle, unless you
Hmm.
tell it otherwise.
But they oh, did you tell the other one?
This one's 4 different tiles. It was not animated, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, you made it as
Yeah,
4 tiles. Okay.
I just didn't buy. Actually, I don't even know if I meant to. Actually, I just selected them all
Gotcha.
originally.
Okay.
Um, this should work. I need to change.
I mean, if it doesn't, I can adjust
We
something.
can.
Invalid coordinates and not enough room in the atlas for the tile into animation.
There's a way to do this.
Is it a separation? Or no,
No, the
separation
comments.
would be in between the columns. Hmm.
I can. It's the origin. No, that's for the whole thing. Hold on, I know what I'm doing. I promise.
No, you're fine, dude.
I haven't messed with the most of the animation stuff since we did the original tile map.
Yeah, and I've never messed with this either, so
And there's a speed modifier for the whole thing. Cool. Good to know.
good to know. There's
There we go.
also probability.
There is what we want.
Yeah. So, that probability modifier, does that is that where you control like how often the animation starts? Like how often it plays?
That's not tied to animation at all. I'm not sure offhand what that is actually.
Huh. But it's not tied to the probability of the animation playing?
It's not tied to the animation. I know that, but I don't know what it's for. See materials. Oh yeah, you can put shader materials on here. We'll need that. There we go. That's what I sort of done the other one too. I just didn't at the time. Again, we were in game jam mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Layers, objects. That was right? Hmm. Save. Oh, you can do random start times. Anyways, for this one, it doesn't matter. It can get us play, but it's not playing. It's a good start, right? It doesn't affect it, does it? It's just a reset. It's just a test. Oh, it's there twice somehow still. What the hell? That was on the same layer, right? It had to be on the same layer, right? Oh, why is that also drawn?
Um,
That's not.
I'm linking my Twitch real quick on my Snap story so people can come in here if they want. One sec, guys. In the chat, I'm trying to make a post. I've never like linked my I've never done like a Twitch link on Snapchat, but I know you can do it to where it like pops up. Um, how do you do that? Oh, links right here. Hold on.
I think it broke. I'm gonna restart Godot real quick.
Twitch. Okay. No, hold on. I was sharing your screen, bruh. Hope there's nothing on your desktop that's
There's not.
incriminating. All right, here we go. We're back. Twitch.com.
That's on the other desktop.
Not com. What am I
Okay.
doing? Twitch.tv. Your other desktop?
Yeah.
Wee. It's the cops. They're coming to get your hard drive. All right. TV. Storage. God damn!
They're doing this. They're doing this thing.
I had to
Doing
sneeze
this
real
thing.
quick, dude. That was crazy. All right, we're gonna attach this to Snap.
Why is the tongue not changing?
I want it to loop.
Oh, I'm an idiot. 1 second. That's progress coding, right? It's switch between I'm an idiot and I'm a genius, back and forth forever.
I'm an idiot. I'm a genius. I'm an idiot. I'm a
It
genius.
sounds. So basically,
All right, I just posted it on the Snap
there's
story.
4 tiles there. Okay. Shit. Okay.
I saw him move.
Added. The left side was moving. What happened? The old version was 4 tiles, right?
Yeah.
So I overrode 1 tile with these 4 tiles, so the other 3 tiles were still here on top of the animation.
Oh, okay.
I forgot that it didn't override it properly because this is a different size of tile.
Look at the lizards.
Let me take off the grid for a second.
Wait, just zoom in really close. Can you zoom in more? How much? Oh,
we can zoom in all the way.
all the way. Hell yeah. Our lizards are alive. Until you throw them in the cauldron.
That should go a little faster, probably.
The green potion doesn't work unless the input is alive. They don't tell you that though. Can you zoom out just dude, I love those torches. Those torches look so good. Those torches look amazing.
Yeah, they do.
Wait, can you zoom in again? I want to get a clip. Hold on. We're gonna make a clip real quick. Can you center it on like hold on. Move it left. Move it like to the left a little bit. My left.
What?
Right there. Now move it up a little bit. That's good. Alright, can you zoom in one more time? I want to make a clip for the spider. I want to ask people to name our spider, dude.
Like I said, just right on the spider.
Zoom out once. Well, the thing is I'm going to turn it into a portrait, so it has to like fit onto my Twitch in the recording a certain way, because the portrait mode is only going to capture a line down the middle. Do you see what I'm saying? So go like 800%. Can you go to 900 or does it go to 1000?
The pixels scale better with even amounts, but actually at this scale it doesn't matter.
Okay. What right there? That's good. All right, guys.
It's a little hard to see in the light, like the way the colors are there, but he's there.
He is a little well.
There's conveniently a black pixel from the background, conveniently in the exact spot where it actually makes a difference.
Well, yeah. Maybe I should move him on the web a little bit or something.
Be in there. We'll figure it out.
I agree. Actually, like the 3 line should probably be gone, because I like the 2 cut in, but it's almost like it's too. We have talked about removing detail from the wall, a little bit.
I think that dark is too dark because it blends in too many other things too much, right? They have the same colors used for the torch base and for the spider.
No,
I think it's too dark.
I like it. I think it just needs a tiny bit less black.
Right, because it's the same as these tiles, but I think it's 2 colors. I think it is two shades down on our palette.
I think the wall needs a tiny bit less black as well, though, or a tiny bit less dark gray for those. But
Right.
we'll work on that later.
Yeah.
Move back to the spider real quick. I'm gonna put out this video as well. If I can, Move it to the left just the tiniest bit, because I want to make sure the torch is in it. There you go. That's good. All right. Hey guys, Will from CowHammer here. We are building the Forbidden Flask right now, and we have a community request. We have a little spider. You can see it down here, probably like right here. There's a little spider in the web of our tavern, and we want to name him. We want someone in the community to give an official name to the spider in the corner of our tavern. So if you have a name, drop it in the comments down below, or join the Discord and post the name in there. And we're going to choose a winner. Everybody on the CowHammer team, which is going to be me, Rob, and the 3 people who help us make music, we are going to decide on which name is the best, and that's going to be the official name of the spider in the tavern. So, if you have a name suggestion, leave it below. There we go. We're good. We're good. We're cooking. All right.
Spider needs upgrades.
The spider needs upgrades. Yeah. It's fine. So we
get a little hat.
Maybe, yeah, maybe you can add him. Maybe you can make his web nicer. Maybe you can give him a spider home. Nezzy, are you wanting to leave my room? Nezzy?
Upgrade spider now runs around the tavern and poisons the guard.
Hey, bud. I was trying to get my cat to come over here, and he just fell over and laid on his back.
No.
Fell over and laid on his back. He's like,
you think you're the one in charge here?
Like ferociously licking himself. All right. Got that clip done. I know I made the torch, but I think it's so cool. What if we make an animation for the spider where he like goes like down the web and then he'll like kind of like go back to the middle or whatever? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you could like be up here and then randomly kind of crawl down and then drop down a little bit on the line and then go back up and then.
Yeah, I think I might work on that.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. That's a good idea. Go me. I'm just kidding.
Or at least have him go. At least going up and down. Like
at least like climbing up and down the string, right?
Like you want. Now we did look at it here. I wasn't trying to do too much animation stuff because with the advanced stuff with the tile stuff right now because the system's changed on for free.
Well, we don't have to add it yet. That can still be something I can work on, and
it's we can good as it is, right?
We can upgrade.
Maybe I don't know. Speed-wise, it could be a little slower, maybe a little faster, but play in bursts.
I don't know. Lizards are slow, man.
That's pretty good though. Looks like having a little bit. Let me just put in front of the game, right?
I don't think it should be fast. It's like just enough to notice that they're alive. Like, I think it's perfect.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. Yeah,
dude. Lizards will literally sit in the same spot for 8 hours straight. I don't think it needs to be any faster. Hey, Kiz. Nezzy. Say hi, Nezzy. Say hi, bud. Nezzy? Do you see this?
Not amused.
Rob, do you see this Kiz?
I do.
You see this Kiz?
Like, why you put my face in this fucking light?
Look at him. Gizmo! Look in the camera, bud. He's like squinting. The light is like way off to my right. Why are you squinting? Why are you squinting?
Not amused. The Kiz is not amused.
The Kiz is not amused. He looks pissed. Why does he look so mad? Why do you look so mad, buddy?
Like he wants to lay on your face when you don't want him to, and then you get to pick him up when you don't want him to.
Jessica said she just joined to a cat in the face. Hell yeah.
That's the way to do it.
That's Gizmo. Jessica, say hi to Gizmo. Come here, buddy.
I forget you're on YouTube as well.
Come here, buddy. Oh, Gizmo. Nezzy, what do you think we should name the spider? Nezzy, you have any ideas? Okay. Goodbye. Gizmo. Gizmo, you mean Nezzy? His name on like his vet paperwork is Nezzy, but we call him Gizmo a lot of the time. I did not get a new cat. No, he just is a man of many names. He's famous around these parts. He's literally got like 3 names. No, my buddy Joe. Damn, it's delayed. It's more delayed on YouTube. If you want it to be less delayed, come over to Twitch, you plebeian.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's more delayed on YouTube, and also I don't get ad revenue on YouTube. That's why Jessica watches on YouTube, because she doesn't want to support me with Twitch ad revenue. It's literally what she said, dude. It's literally what she said. But anyways, it was the cat's name was Nezuko, and then we found out he had balls, and it wasn't a girl. So we, instead of changing the name entirely, it became Nezzy. And then my friend was very high one night, and he started calling him Kiz. And then Kiz turned into Gizmo, and Gizmo turned into Gizmoid. And now when my friend sees him, he just goes, "Look at that little Moid. Look at that little Moid over there." But his name's fucking Nezzy, so it's like, I don't know. I call him Gizmo. I like Gizmo. I think it's a good name. No, I did not get a new cat. 79 ads in the span of 1 hour? Man, what are you talking about?
There's a lot of ads on the
We do 3. Twitch requires affiliates to do 3.5 minutes per hour. And mine
you can control when that is if you so choose to, right?
Yeah, I have it all on recommended though. I have it all on recommended, and I only have it on like, yeah, I have it increased just slightly. It's like 15 more seconds than what's required by Twitch. I'm pretty sure I do 3 minutes and 45 seconds of ads per hour. So that means that's like 56 minutes per hour that's ad free. But, you know, it costs Twitch a lot of money for people to stream content all day.
Yeah.
And somebody has to buy my root beers, so. Blunts McGee 420 said Smelly Belly Thorge. Look, dude, you and me are gonna have a problem. Because I took a shower this morning. Your mom knows I smell nice. Go ask her. So,
Okay.
what'd you say?
Nothing.
Pics or it didn't happen, fake news. You do not want a picture of your mom naked. I can send it to you. I'm telling you right now, you probably don't want to see that. Blunts McGee, you're such a goober, dude. You're such a goober. Oh, I love it. How you doing, man?
See, art, tavern art.
I think I'm going to work on making a giant version of the Squire. Are you still cool with that on the title screen?
Yeah.
Smelly Belly Thorge sounds about tight. Sounds about right. What are you doing today? You got the card shop sim because you saw I was playing it? Okay, I have a bone to pick with the person who made the card shop simulator. Because is it fun? Yes. Is there a way to make your like shop in a way to where it's like completely idle? I don't think so. I've watched a lot of videos. I don't think there's a way. If you like put half your employees on the cash register and the other half on restocking or whatever, you usually don't make enough money, or you like never make enough money to pay your employees. So there's no way to make the game idle. My other gripe is you can do every single thing in the game, spend 40 or 50 hours, get every single upgrade, purchase everything. You'll still only be shop level 40 by the time you complete the game. Shop level 40. There's a Steam achievement for getting to shop level 100. It's virtually impossible. And I want to get every achievement in that game because I like the game. But they made one of the achievements basically impossible to get. So I will only ever be able to get to 99% unless I get a mod that increases my XP exponentially. And I saw people in the Steam community forums, they're like, oh, there has to be achievements for us grinders, for us people who like grinding. Bitch, I've been grinding, and I'm level 33. And the amount of XP it takes each level increases for every level. Like, it takes me like 16,000 to level up now. The next level is going to be like 18,000. And I've min-maxed my shop to make the most XP, and I can only level up my shop like once every like hour and a half. And that's at current XP requirements to level up. I think it would take you literally like a year and a half of playing that game every single day to be able to get to shop level 100. And that's min-maxing too. It's a stupid achievement requirement. And it makes me not want to play the game because of its existence. But I love the game. If we took that achievement out, I think it would be 10 times the game it is now. But I hate when games do that. I hate when games do that with a passion, dude. Because it's like, I'm like a completionist. Like, I have that mindset where I go into a game, I want to try and get all the Steam achievements or whatever for it. But if there's one that I can't do, it makes me not want to play your game. Like, I'm not going to put 4,000 hours into it doing the exact same day every single day to min-max my XP.
Reminds me of...
So yeah, I have a gripe with the guy who made that game.
I think it was this Gary's mod as an achievement. It has impossible achievements, several of them. Because one's like play it for a certain some ridiculous number of hours, and one is be on the same server with the developer.
Yeah, and then the developer doesn't play.
Hasn't played it since,
the developer hasn't played since 2008,
2011, something like that.
Stanley Parable has an achievement where you can't play the game for 5 years.
Oh yeah.
I'm fine with that achievement because I don't have to do anything to get it. It's not impossible. Impossible Steam achievements just piss me off. And I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in that. If you are a game developer or you aspire to be a game developer, don't make achievements. Like, you can make really hard achievements. There's a difference between really hard and having to just do the same thing 5 million times for 2 actual real life years. I'm not playing your game anymore. I'm sorry. Shoot me. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you want from me, dude? You pulled a $637 card? Hell yeah, dude. What set? Like I'm in like the rare Destiny booster boxes is where I'm at right now. And my entire shop only sells one type of booster box. We have one product in my whole card shop because I'm trying to min-max XP. You want out, Nancy? I gotta let my cat out. Hold on.
Yep.
The most expensive card I pulled was $8,700. But I've also played that game a lot more than you, dude. Early on in the game, if you pull like a $637 card, that's fucking awesome because that's like your whole stock for the whole day. And you can probably get like 2 room upgrades at your level with that too. So that's super cool.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm back. Were you saying that you don't think we can um, increase the size of the existing guard scout?
Wait, what?
Like for the main menu thing that we were talking about? We increased the size of the plague doctor. Like we just sized him up. And he still looks fine. He doesn't look blurry or anything.
Oh yeah, it won't get bored as long as you scale it proportionally. Um, so yeah, that looks fine. I mean, bigger than that. I thought when you first described it, though, I thought you meant like he would like walk like be like the height of the 2/3 of the screen almost, and walk out here like
Well, I mean, the
across.
the plague doctor is currently half the size of the screen.
True.
Um, but he needs to. I mean, he needs to be taller than the barrel. Do you think that's a bad idea or no?
I don't. I think like the guard going behind the menu here, he'll be so obscure it doesn't like really get the effect across. Then again, the menu's not set in stone, right? Right. We can adjust the menu. We can do whatever we need to do with that.
He could walk in from the left, stop by the barrel, look left and right, and then walk back again.
Maybe. Just think. I mean, you can play around with it. I mean, if we need to move buttons around, it's not a big deal. If as don't know where else they would go, that it looks good right now. About redoing more parts of the screen as well.
Yeah, I don't think like. I just
They
think
need to
that
be this big. They don't need to be this big.
there needs to be something. I think he would look fine walking behind the screen or behind the
Sure.
like behind the Forbidden Flask sign. Because this is taken like
That's still.
you're like really close to the sign, and I imagine there being like 10 or 15 feet behind it is that like brick wall. So he would
I
like
think him walking
walk
out on the right
behind
looks
this.
better though. Like ignoring the buttons, pretending the buttons don't exist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Him walking out like here across, stopping, looking back and forth a couple times maybe, and then walking back off the screen
Yeah.
would not be like we already have that pretty much like that wouldn't be hard to just the animation might be one that you wouldn't just do like as an animation, you would just use the character sprite scaled up, make him walk in on a path, walk out on a path. That's not a big deal,
Okay.
technically. I don't know.
Well, if I don't have to remake a larger version of the Squire, I have that on my art to do list. So should I remove that off there?
I'm not sure. I mean, I would say, I mean, you might want to grab. You have the pic. You have this image somewhere still.
Mm-hmm.
You might just want to like slap them on there,
And see
scale
what it
them
looks
up, and make
like.
a sprite and see what it looks like. Yeah,
Okay, I'll do that right now.
and see if it'll scale cleanly to a size that makes sense but doesn't blur anything. Though within a sprite, it won't blur anything anyways because it's a sprite. But
I don't think it would blur.
it only blurs if you scale a sprite like directly and don't scale it in a power like an even amount, right?
Yeah.
So the pixel graph, you can't scale it up by 23% because then that doesn't work, right? It has to scale up by 100% to 200%,
Hmm.
300%, 400% at the original.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah.
Looking
So back on my
for.
screen,
Oh,
lizard, I have the lizard animation playing at the bottom here.
yeah. Let me
Does that look if this play like every so often?
hold on. I'm flipping back to your Discord here. Okay. So we're looking down here in the bottom right and
Yeah.
playback. Um, yeah. I mean that looks good. Are you thinking it's like too slow or too fast
That's
or
fine.
what?
I think it's fine. I was just wondering.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to add a bunch more animations until we went to 4.3, but I don't know when you want to go to
Yeah,
4.3.
I just pulled it in and see what it looked like
I don't know when you want to go to 4.3 though.
after I finish this. A couple what's my current list on our document, probably at least the
Okay,
bold things.
I gotcha. Um,
'Cause I want to do a like a a internal like release, technically speaking, just to have another checkpoint basically that we can test with Steam and all that.
okay, and I'm going to uh, where did I save the? It's probably in UI. Yeah, main menu.
We'll come back to the lizards. I think it looks really good already with the idle one. Just makes it look a little more,
Mhm.
legit, right?
Okay, here's the. Let me flip this back here to my screen. Hey, what's up, anime guy? How's it going? If you weren't in Netherlands, I would say you could join us on Fortnite Mares that started today, the Fortnite Halloween thing. Um, but because you're in Netherlands, I think you're like 7, 8 hours ahead, right? 9 hours, something like that. So it'll probably be like the next day for you in the morning. It'll probably be like tomorrow morning for you when we get on. Which you're welcome to join if you want. I don't know how the timing works out for you though. I'm gonna add the um the guard squire to the main menu scene on his own layer. Well, actually, before I do that, I want to add the torch in too. Is that cool with you, Rob?
Yeah. I just don't know if the torch will look great yet without adjusting some of the lighting and the color brightnesses in the scene, right?
Dude, I want to know what ding dong outside sets their car alarm off every day at like 9:30 and then 3:30. Every single day. Two times a day, somebody in my complex sets off their car alarm. Um, I don't know
Same car alarm?
why. Sounds exactly the same. It happens every day.
Maybe just get robbed every day.
I get robbed every day. What the hell?
Then breaks in every single day.
Every single day, without fail, somebody breaks in.
The guy from the auto glass repair every day shows up. Says, hey, bring it back and replace it again.
Look, I know you have our yearly care plan, but we're about to lose you as a customer.
So you haven't come into our shop in a while.
Um, downloads. Hold on here. Wall torch PNG. Um, I can
Is there any
bring the
art that
air.
I didn't add yet that I was supposed to add?
No, I don't think so.
There's just the lizard.
Yeah. So I need to add new layer, and then on this layer here, I'm going to hide everything else. On this layer, we need to bring in the wall torch. And I think I can do the one that's already got the animations on it, right? Or would you have to do that in Godot, the way you have it set up?
Wait, what?
Can I bring the animated wall torch into the menu scene? Or do you need to do that in Godot?
I'd have to do it in Godot separately.
Damn.
I mean, you could make the whole image and animation technically if you wanted to, I guess, but that would be kind of excessive, probably. You can paste in like the one first frame of it just for scaling, testing the scaling next to the guard or whatever if you need to, of course. But I think we'll probably put that. I don't know. Both of these might be in Godot's thing, like the animation part and the torch, and put the torch part, because like it might be easier just to have the guard move across the screen on a path, do his thing, turn around a couple times, and walk back.
Within Godot?
Yeah, that might be better.
You're giving yourself more work.
That's true.
But I think
you've got the ASprite file. You've got the ASprite file like saved anyway, so I would make we had the original version still there regardless. So if you think it's worth making just doing it in ASprite on new layers in the main menu, we can do that too.
Yeah, I think so for sure. Should I do? This is tough. Like I can try and
I'm not sure.
Convert.
Because you have more than one animation play. When you have more than one thing animated, it's kind of weird to like do it all together when the animations have different timing and stuff like that, possibly as well.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we could save the fire on there. I think the squire walking back and forth on the main menu, I think that should probably be done in Godot.
Yeah.
But
the torch, like right now, I could just
because there's like real movement.
Right. If I go to like the main menu right now.
Yeah. Are you saying you're gonna add it in instead of me adding it in the actual?
I'm just curious if I like.
Okay.
If I slap it on there, what happens?
I'm moving the stream over to you, by the way.
Okay. But it's like I don't have. Let me grab the actual file for the torch.
Yeah, the ASprite file is in Tavern Art.
Right. I see the PNG. I was just grabbing the PNG. I didn't import that by itself originally because we weren't using it by itself.
I mean, couldn't you just pull the one you already have in the tile map to the menu?
Yeah, I can use it as a texture atlas technically. Main menu. Let me go to where's the menu? Main menu.
I was thinking like in between the continue button and the wall.
Like here?
Yeah. That's what I was gonna play around with.
In here, at least, when the barrel's not by itself here, so it's like it would be. I couldn't put it behind the barrel without editing the picture. That's just.
You just try and slap it on there, and we'll see if it works. Oh, you're gonna actually do like the animation player, okay? Oh, I guess you have to, because of the way it is.
Right.
Because this is a birch tree. You can tell it's a birch tree because of the way it is. Yeah, so you're basically just adding access to...
That's not right. It's just a lot of more frames than that.
Yeah, there's 6 frames.
Well, in this case, I just want to do this. 8.
That's not
16 by 2, separation 0, offset, whatever that is. Well, I can just do this.
Oh, it is 16, so that is correct, I guess. Okay. So add 6 frames. And then you should be able to just drag and drop it, right? Or it's already on your screen, and it's
It is.
animated. Okay, so we can move it over on the wall, perhaps, perchance. Jessica said, I love the cross compatibility of the iPhone 15. Type-C cord. Everything I own is basically Type-C. So you can just unplug it and plug it in without having to fish for cords. Yeah, that's... You mean Type-C compatibility with what? Because I have an iPhone 13, and my charger's Type-C.
Look at that torch.
Um, the iPhone 15 still has a lightning plug, right? It's a lightning and then Type-C on the other end of the cable. Maybe size down the torch just a tad, you think?
If we can. So remember, if we scale it a non-uniform amount, like 3.5 or something like that, it might blur. Oh, no.
Well, it shouldn't as long as the X and the Y is the same.
Well, because it's the pixel scaling now. I mean, that's probably pretty good, actually. Like,
Mm,
I think it looks, at this scaling, at this perspective, it's probably better, bigger, honestly, though.
maybe.
This wall is fairly close, so it's like it's back. I mean, I don't know, right?
I feel like that's a little gimornous.
Maybe,
But maybe not. Some like medieval torches were huge. Like
right?
there were medieval wall torches that were like 3 feet long.
Like it's just this timing and stuff too, but it's just oh, autoplay,
Yeah,
autoplay.
here, look. Hold on, Jessica.
That's pretty good, actually, right? Though, like just having something else there is doing something, right?
See, like I use Type C for my iPhone 13. It's Type C, brother. It bothers me that it's not centered on the buttons, but the buttons are an overlay.
I can move it.
Um, I mean centered like left and right.
Oh, I can move.
Oh, I can move it. No, it's too far right. Just
Look at the box around the perspective, right? So it's like
well, the box isn't. It's
it's
not in the
not.
middle of the box.
It's not. It's supposed to be.
It's,
Oh, because it's off by one big pixel because
yeah, it's not in the middle of the
yeah,
box. That looks good. That looks centered.
centered enough, right?
That's good.
Play and just it looks the same, but like
I like it. It's getting there. And that explains why the wall to the left is like so illuminated. And then like the shadows are still how the shadows would be, most likely.
close enough.
The sky definitely needs to be darker in the back.
Yeah,
It needs to look like it's
but like
nighttime.
that's funny though, because in our like freaking key art, that's the background on the freaking hitchhiker's head,
Mm-hmm.
like this icon and stuff. What's I like it for the icon, I guess, but but if we change it here, I think it's just be changed to a darker color on the icons too, probably slightly. What's the next shade down in our freaking? I don't even know.
Well, I've got it pulled up in A-Sprite right now. If you want to just
Ah,
look on my screen.
yeah, if you want, it's like paint can, like
All right,
you know.
so yeah, we'll play. We can play around with that next. So I'm gonna switch the stream over to my A-Sprite. Let's see. I need to move this. Move your Discord. There we go. All right, we got A-Sprite here. I guess I'll delete this layer that the torch was on, and then next shade down is gonna be this shade right here, probably. Oopsie, wrong layer. Background. That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
This is too gray. This is too much gray. I'm thinking either this blue. Can you see what blue it's at right now? This like dark navy or this one? Probably this one though.
What's one?
The one it's on right now.
You sure in Discord? You're not sure in Discord, are you? No.
Oh no, I'm just on
Stream
stream.
delay.
Oh, I can share on Discord.
You don't need to. That's fine. There's a little bit of delay, so I didn't know which color was which because you changed it pretty quick. You went two blues darker technically.
So we were here, right?
Yeah.
We have this blue. Then I went to this blue, which this blue also is barely used. This blue this blue right here, this one. Let me just stream to you.
Think a dark's better. I can see it. I see what you mean.
Okay. Yeah, so we have like the sky blue, and then we have the one to the left, which is what it's currently on. This is the blue that's used for the banners, like the kingdom banners and stuff.
Yeah.
But this one that's this shade right here, we don't use at all, I don't think.
The darkest one of the three there.
I think it's a t-shirt color option, but that's it.
It is.
But there's no
But,
there's no potions.
That's a good like evening color. We said it's supposed to be more like later at night. So the torch now the torch is what's giving the light in the foreground, not daytime.
Mm-hmm.
And so actually that looks.
The only other option really is this one, but I think that's too gray. It makes it look like there's another
gray.
It makes it look like there's another building
Wall.
back there.
It's the end of an alley, yeah, for sure. If there was an alley and that was the end of it, that would make sense. But it's the sky, so.
I do like this light blue though, like when we're comparing our blue colors. Because it could be that the shadow, like it's not nighttime and the shadow is from the building.
I don't know, I like it being like it looks like it's too bright out, like on the main screen.
So do you like the middle blue then?
I'm not sure what's blue I like.
Jessica said personally the dark navy looks nice.
Because it looks like it's night. I mean, I kind of like the idea that it's nighttime and like the torch is what's giving all the light in the foreground. There's no like outside. There's no sun light source.
I need to redo. I need to potentially redo the shadow, like the shading on the sign, because this is like the sun is like, it's like 2:00, right?
Well, you could apply there's another torch like to the left of it out of scene. I mean, that's
yeah, that's true.
you can adjust. Man, I don't know. It's short term. Like I think a dark color probably looks better. It looks like it's not middle of the day.
You're thinking the darker one right here?
Probably.
That's what I think, because these down here are too gray. These are all too gray.
If it was a stone wall, if it was supposed to be a stone wall at the back, then that would be fine. But it's supposed to be the sky.
Mm-hmm. So we're going with the darker blue then?
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think, like, this is the shade that we use down here, right? No, this is the shadow shade. So I wonder if we should bump all the colors down one. Probably not though, right? Because if we have a torch here now, this would all be lit up. This whole area is lit up.
All right. The only thing is maybe the barrel shading would be a little different, maybe like as far as the front face of it, but like
down here should be a little darker.
You could just imply there's multiple torches, and it's not fully nighttime. It's just it's starting to get. It's not like it's night yet.
Yeah, it's like dusk.
It's evening. There's just no. We're looking away from where the sun would be, not towards where the sunset would be.
Uh-huh.
can't really do a gradient type of thing because of the palette, obviously. But
Yeah, but
you can do gradients pixel art. You can do pixel gradients. It's just like with dithering and stuff like that. But it's just that's excessive in this case. I
I
don't know the barrel. Oh, don't change it all. Like I don't know the barrel. I like it as is with just changing the color, honestly. But again, if I'm not good at art perspective, so
well, I think the torch is behind the barrel, so the front side of it shouldn't
but they're
really be impacted by the light very much.
right. But we're implying there's more light sources off view.
If there's another light
Like we're
source
in
in
a
the
town
front,
square. We're in like a town
yeah,
square. It's probably busy of people when you look
hmm
away from the way we're facing right now.
yeah.
Maybe starting to slow down because it's getting to be late, but there's still like it's like a town square with multiple people and businesses and stuff around.
I think I'm
So
gonna add like a detail to the floor here because it needs something.
maybe.
You don't think so? Everything's solid.
I mean, everything it needs more detail. I just don't know in what way. I mean, we could try to go for like a cobblestone look on the ground.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
By being its own thing and not like I mean that'd be part of the ground obviously, but I mean
I'm in the background layer. Like
I don't know,
all of this stuff doesn't exist.
more or less. It is funny seeing the scene without the stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, should there be like a cobblestone type of pattern? I don't know what it would be exactly.
I think so. Um, and that gives me something to work on while you're working on code.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be anything super super detailed, but we could also put like bricks on the wall as well. Or make it look.
But not the whole. Like basically, you would do like little bits and pieces here and there, maybe of like detail. I don't know, probably the whole wall.
I'm thinking the floor should be the most detailed thing in this.
Remember the building on the right can be plain because there's buttons in front of it. That's the menu where the menu goes. So
Mm-hmm.
the right building can stay 100% solid color, and that's perfectly fine, unless you do a little bit of detail somewhere around above the torch, across the top, maybe. But since that's where the buttons go, it doesn't really matter if there's any detail there or not on the right wall, at least. Unless we change our menu to be something different and it doesn't cover the whole wall there, then there's no point in doing much else there.
I'm thinking I'm gonna pull up some reference images of like a cobblestone floor, and I'm gonna get 20,000 pictures of Minecraft.
Right? I mean, the thing I drew, the tile I drew in the tavern around the cauldron is a cobblestone thing, basically. I just darkened it.
Mm-hmm. Because the whole thing with cobblestone is it's like, I mean, this is like a town square, so it can look nicer. It can be like more uniform.
Yeah.
Um, there's probably some texture that somebody has already. There's definitely some texture, some pixel texture. I could just drag and drop here, and then shade. I'm not gonna do that though. Um,
It's like, and here this seems more like hand drawn style and not like tiled style anyway. So it's like,
mm-hmm. Well, this is when like I wish I had like a drawing pad because I'm doing this with a mouse.
right?
Um,
Yeah. I think that's the only thing. I mean, it's probably the only thing right now that needs stuff is like some ground stuff and maybe some more detail on the left building, of some kind. But again, that's background to the title shield or whatever, so it's not like in focus anyways.
uh-huh.
Yeah, I think the main spot that looks like it's that. But we do have text. Remember, we do have text at the bottom too. Like look back at man real quick or whatever.
Well, that
We do have
shouldn't.
like
This
other
doesn't.
text shown up here that would look worse on depending on how the background is. Well, it's white, so it's gonna be. It doesn't matter. It'll be visible regardless.
Well, it's gonna be like bigger blocks in the front as well. And we can also move those anywhere. They don't have to be
That's true.
like we could put, you know,
Yeah.
we could put Buy CowHammer Studios under the quit button on the bottom of the wall.
Or right below the sign and put the version in one of the top corners, whatever. It doesn't matter. The version's just for us, really, anyways.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's other people
Most
should.
games do have it show it somewhere, yeah. Usually one of the corners is where you would see it for most games. So any corner.
I think I'm just gonna do like bigger kind of blocks in the front, and then they get smaller as you're like going down. I'm just gonna play around with like some patterning stuff.
Because it also becomes should the main like stones be the like the darker color, or should the gaps be a darker color between them? Usually the gaps are darker than the stones.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It doesn't
doing.
have to be. But
I mean, it's. Are you saying that you wouldn't?
like the color that's there right now is like should be the primary stone color probably still.
Yeah, that's why I'm just adding in lines in a darker
Oh,
color,
okay. Got it.
right?
Right, so you're drawing the lines, not the stones. Technically.
Well, they're the same thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The lines are what makes the stones.
Yeah. Whatever. Words.
I don't think a square like a rectangle look would be as good
No,
though. I kind of want like a
it won't.
rounded.
This would be you kind of have to kind of freestyle like rounded shapes pretty much and just adjust them. I mean, it should be they can be somewhat uniform, but I mean, it still wouldn't be uniform fully, obviously, because it's rocks.
This is gonna be
We're
interesting.
in an okay part of town, right? We're not in the fancy where they have uniform bricks that are perfect, right? But we're also not in the slums either, right?
This is the yeah. So I'm thinking. Well, let me share my screen here to you. These are kind of like these
How do
are
you
like
stream up?
these are like stones that are flat, but they kind of have like the edges aren't uniform. Like they're not perfect squares, but they're still like kind of square in shape.
Right. I feel like round shapes probably better, unless it depends. I know there's ways to do both of them.
I mean, like cobblestone floor tiles. Hmm. Yeah, like in medieval ones, they're a lot more jagged. Um, maybe this silver color would look better for the floor.
This
And
one.
then
Oh, that's way too bright.
even if you,
That's
well,
way too
okay,
bright.
all right. Yeah, the lines shouldn't be lighter. So I guess I have to use this shadow color then. Or I can go one darker.
You would use that one probably. Well, no. Well, again, you're behind. The lighter, not the darkest one that you just did, but the one before it probably.
That's the color we use over here for the shadow, by the way.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Could the shadow be darker?
Well, it can be.
Right.
But,
No, it should be.
well, honestly, I was just going to say, like,
Does that match one of the colors of the Plague Doctor? It matches his socks, doesn't it?
yeah, but what, so here's what I was going to do. Here's what my plan was. All right.
Okay.
This is the color of the floor currently. There's 2 shades darker than this. I was going to do the stones in this color. and then continue the stones back down this alleyway, and any part that was in this shadow would be in this color.
Got it.
That was my plan.
Okay.
Is that cool?
It should be.
Okay, cool. I don't want it to be too jagged though. Like they're virtually, it's going to be pretty damn close to just squares.
I'm going to commit with the lizard and the torch this as it is, then the main scene or in the main menu scene for now, and then work on some code stuff.
That's way too small. I like the shapes I had going on, but in like if this is the size of the barrel, these stones need to be like a third of the size of the bottom of the barrel.
Pretty big.
Blunswiggy 420, Thor 007 feet size. Sorry, I meant to Google that. Don't mind my comments, person, please. Foot size, I wear 11 and a half wide or a 12 wide. Depends on the brand. I don't currently have a P.O. box, so you cannot send me shoes.
He's updated your wiki feet page just now with that.
Wiki feet. My cat wants to come back in my room. Hold on. All right. Sorry, I had to get a tall glass of wine, as it is 5
Oh
o'clock
yeah.
somewhere. All right, we're back. It's 4:03. It's 5 o'clock in
Yep.
Newfoundland.
Whatever that, yeah, like
I had to celebrate.
Canadian thing is, yeah.
Um,
What's that? It's like what, Atlantic time or something, right?
something like that.
It's only that one little sliver up in Canada that like is in that time zone.
No, it's
Is
actually
Maine
you're
in that
right.
time zone?
You're right. It is just that sliver of. No, Maine is in EST.
Oh, fully. Okay.
All of Maine's in
I
EST.
thought it was. All the U.S. is not past EST.
Correct.
Yeah, it's just a wait a second. There might. I'm trying to find. I was curious, trying to find a map real quick, but all the maps suck. Puerto Rico uses Atlantic Standard Time, so technically there's a U.S. territory that technically uses it, right? Better not just Canada. It's a little too small still. That's just my opinion, but a little bit. I don't know. They can vary a lot though, for sure.
Hmm. You think?
I think those are too.
These are like 8 by 8, like 8 inches by 8 inches in perspective because the barrel is about 3 feet wide or two
Got
feet.
it.
The barrel's like 2.5 feet wide. So these are about a third of that. So yeah, they're about like in perspective. These would be like 8 by 8 squares. And I'm gonna go in and add like little, you know, details here and there and some shading and there's a
Sure.
little bit more like in between the stones in some areas and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm just getting the roughest most basic outline. Um, but you think that's too small?
A little bit maybe. I don't know. Again, it's hard to say when you haven't when you're still, you
I'm
know.
looking at like these stones that I'm looking at from like medieval pictures and stuff and like 400-year-old roads in England and stuff. I mean, they're even smaller than this.
Uh,
Like 4 by 4 inch or 4 inch by 6 inch rectangles.
yeah, I see a problem with Google where I'm like, oh yeah, cobblestone, the Minecraft texture.
Yeah. Trust the process. Trust the process. And they're not gonna look like they're that much bigger in this perspective here. There's some smaller ones in here in the mix. What, Nezzy? Oh, why does he want to come back in again? He just wanted out.
Sounds about right.
It's a constant battle, dude.
I was looking at your camera and I get a shadow at the door. I was like,
Yeah, the giant black blob that one's in my room.
oh, I guess it's gonna be a road. Like it's a road. It's a town. It's yeah.
You have a problem trusting the process.
I do.
Most art looks like ass at first.
And when I draw it, it looks like ass after first too. So I can't draw.
You hear him? Rob,
But
do you hear the kids?
couldn't at the moment.
He's whining, dude. Let me let my cat in. Hold on. Come in. You're so whiny, Izzy. You're so whiny. Whiny. Whiny boy. Don't jump up here. I have a glass of wine. Your mom's being responsible. Gizmo. Can you show me exactly where the title is? I'm gonna make like a bigger rock that it just fits in. Rob, you there?
Yeah. It's on my screen. I mean, just do it. Just pretend the text isn't there for now, and just do it without. we'll figure it out later.
Uh,
I brought it up, but it's like hard to say precisely. But I think it'll look fine just as it is over it still. It should look, in case we move it later, it shouldn't be like, oh, designed around it. Everything on the screen still could move later, right?
I guess, but I don't see a problem with making a rock for it. But we can.
I would just make it just ignoring that for now, and we'll see how it looks. Yeah, the whole way I do the data stuff, it's not gonna fly.
Huh?
The way I did data stuff is not gonna work. I need to redo the whole function that generates that table from the initial array we give it. Because, yeah, the way we did it wasn't scalable. I did it just to make it work for the jam. So now we're gonna make it scalable. Well, it's scalable based on data, but it's not scalable based on other requirements, right? It scales based on the data, but it does not account for if like some things are not possible for a character to get or our customers task for or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're gonna do is basically do it on the fly, pretty much. Where we just pull from the original thing and have a function to just like return what you want from it, pretty much, and not the whole list. And then calculate the rates based on that for that individual character spawn. Because we wanted to ideally be able to like scale things like the frequency of customers and stuff too in certain situations.
Yeah. And by the time they get back here, they're basically going to be like a blur. Literally like so tiny.
I was muted, wasn't I? Oh, yeah, I was saying basically it would basically fade to just nothing, pretty much at that point. But that
I,
darker sheen needs to still be back there to show it's like darker or
yeah, it's
whatever.
gonna like
Yeah.
it's gonna basically just be solid back here.
Yeah, it can just transition from like that just straight into solid dark gray.
And like back here, there's just gonna be like tiny, tiny little stones.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm back.
Cool.
Looking good. Is there a dithering tool in
I'm just trying to use the
your
spray.
sprite?
What do you mean, like, it's a blur tool?
There should be a dithering tool, I think. Is it?
There's a gradient tool. Holy shit, what the fuck? Did you see this?
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, that would do the but not in this. Well, that might not respect the palette though. You would have to use blur probably, unless there's a specific dithering tool, which I haven't. That's drawing up of a sprite.
I was just using. Here's a jumble tool. That's
But
kind of cool.
the blur actually does a couple pretty good effects there though. I think with like for the end of it basically.
That does this. I was using the
Oh, not
jumble.
that. That's what I meant.
Or
The-
no, I was using
the-
the. Well, this is what I was trying to use before you got back.
okay.
Was the spray.
Ah,
So I was just gonna do like. That's too much.
yeah, just a little bit because the back should be mostly the dark color. That's looking pretty good actually.
And then I can use the,
Just fix your
the
line there. I
jumble
think you
tool.
well, actually yeah you overwrote the actual yeah. It's delayed behind, so it's kind of weird to point out stuff, but that's looking pretty good.
I'm going back over here with like the spray. Oh
Can
shit.
we
Hold
see
on.
it like the full perspective thing in a second here?
Yeah, but it's not nowhere near done yet. It's not
No,
looking
I
great
know.
right now. Um.
But you know, put all the stuff back in picture real quick for a second if you can, because I was like
Oh yeah,
curious.
yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I was wanting to make it look good first, but sure,
yeah. I was just
it's not good yet. Um, tons of
the alley's
detail.
looking pretty good though already. Like I know you got more detail up front, but like the way it fades out looks pretty good already. Yeah,
Hmm.
like, zoomed out, it looks very like the perspective looks good.
Cool. Yeah, I'm nowhere near done with this.
Right.
Like I haven't even finished the outline yet. Not to mention like I'm gonna go back in here and this is the color I use, so I'm gonna go back in here and add like probably like some cracks here and there.
Some maybe a little bit of shading and a little not really shading. It wouldn't be like shading. It'd be like and like you know what I mean. Like it's the imperfections, right? Where you see like oh the lighting is different here because there's like a dent in it or whatever. Or it's
Things like this.
yeah.
Spray is happening too much. Pressure, velocity, angle, gradient. Oh my God, that's so much. Dude, what? Maybe that won't look good. Trying to make the spray look alright, but
I'm sure it's gonna work very well, like on the big
the
ones
blur tool.
or the spray.
Mm-hmm.
If it gets too sporadic up front, I think. Uh, don't use blur. I don't think. I think the blur. I think the blur technically doesn't respect the palette. It might. It doesn't.
What
The blur
does?
does not respect the palette.
Most of our UI doesn't respect the palette. Just see what it
So you've
looks like.
got some spots in there that are not our color palette.
I mean, to what extent does that matter? I thought the palette just had to be it was just for like the actual game. Because we've been outside of palette for some UI elements for a long time.
Well, yeah, US fine. I don't know.
This is just cover art.
I think the style looks better. I think it looks better not blurred or anything. If there's anything that might need is towards the back is probably like the dithering for transitions, but I don't know if that's again. There's tools for that, and I'm assuming I just don't know where they are because I don't use it much.
Mm-hmm. This is gonna be super tedious to add this kind of stuff to like throughout the whole thing. Rob, do you see
Yeah,
this?
yeah,
Like I like what this is doing to it though. I like the feel that it's bringing to the function. But and honestly like some of these stones should be like cracked as well. That looks good. Hmm. I'm trying to like stick within the already gray parts. Jordan said, "Are you slaying?" uh, I guess I'm trying to slay. I try and slay every single day. You know, it's the goal. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it doesn't. I like the feel of this already.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. Like the little details definitely add to it for sure.
I think the black is too dark. Like this is kind of the extent. Like I can add. I don't really want black back there. Um, this needs to be more. There needs to be more. This dark color back here, just a little bit. So you don't want me? I think it would look fine. I think it would look fine if we had like a rock in the bottom middle with CowHammer Studios on it. You're saying you don't know if you want to keep the name there forever?
Yeah, I'm just not sure. I'm not sure if that's gonna stay because we're still working on the screen, so I don't want to like set in stone where something's supposed to be.
Well, But you have to set it in stone at some point, and we can literally set it in stone right now.
Oh my god.
We can. Some like really old businesses have like a rock on the ground with like their name carved into it, you know? I think it'd be cool to have like a plaque thing and the name's just centered in the middle. Right?
Is that where it should go? Should it be part of the scene technically, or should it? I mean, should it be part of this image canonically, or should it be like just something we put on there for our logo?
Are you eating a bologna sandwich?
I mean, Cheez-Its.
And
I forgot that Discord's.
Shot in the dark.
That's
Anyways,
Discord.
there's 7 people in here right now watching the live. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. We're building the or I'm adding some detail to like the cobblestone road. This is our menu screen for the video game we're building, the Forbidden Flask. Welcome in. If you're new, if you're old, still welcome in. Anybody returning? You guys are cool. You guys are awesome. I think like the name carved in stone could be really cool. That's why I like keep suggesting it, but we don't have to do that if you don't want to. It could also look bad. I do have bad ideas sometimes.
Occasionally.
I think it's worth a shot. I think it's worth a shot though.
I think it's a pretty good idea. I just don't think it's like an essential idea, and I'm not sure where our title's going. Like my site before is a similar like shield style thing for our logo as well, like a more of like a ornate, like same kind of like metal border, wooden background design of some kind. But I just don't know, that wouldn't fit in the scene anywhere as is, at least, right?
No,
My site was like
no
some
room
kind of like
for it.
wooden plaque with metal borders to have it on there somewhere, some way. It could be a splash screen thing. I don't know. But yeah, that wouldn't really fit in scene. Our site before was like a dual, like a 2-tier hanging sign, right? Where you've got 2 like stacked up signs hanging or whatever, right? And having like CowHammer below it, but there's not really space for that without resizing whole ass parts of it right now. Because our title shield takes up, most of the height of the screen.
Which is ideal, I think.
Yeah, it is.
You don't want it to be hard for people to find the name of your game or whatever you're working on, for that matter.
And a lot of our QR is not going to match any of this anymore now that we put on Steam. That's fine. That's just part of it.
Wait, what do you mean?
We used the scene at the Plague Doctor and stuff as is for a lot of the art assets that we uploaded.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Those aren't permanent anyways.
No, they're not.
So why are you mad at why are you worried about it? Why are you worried about it? Somebody in the chat call this guy Goofy right now, please. Can I get some Goofies in the chat?
No.
Please.
They won't do it.
Somebody.
They won't do it.
Please. Somebody. I need it. Somebody say Goofy in the chat right now.
They won't.
They probably won't. It's fine.
They know.
One day.
They know.
We get a lot of lurkers over here on the CowHammer Twitch. get a lot of lurkers. Yes, please.
Lurk all you want.
Lurk all you want. Twerk all you want too. What? What'd you say? I'm just here to lurk and twerk, baby.
I'm all out of twerk. Hopefully. So I keep lurking,
All I've got left is twerk. Speak for yourself, man. I'm about to hop up on the wall right now.
Okay, what I'm about to do is go to all of our resource like for our items and add more properties to them, which is going to be fun. It's not a big deal. It's just one of those like it's like tedious, tedious like data entry stuff, basically, right? Uh, which is a good chunk of this. Let's see, resources. It's basically the catch right now is that the items do not know what type of item they are right now.
Yeah, that's
We kind of hard
the
coded it.
importance
I
of
kind
having
of
like an item ID.
yeah, I kind of hard coded and actually added a comment at the time saying this sucks. Redo it later, pretty much. on some of this, not those exact words, but like this is one of those things I marked. I marked when we wrote it originally of like this is hard coded. Fix this later.
I mean, it's fine. Some things
Yeah,
are fine hard coded.
yeah,
Items are fine hard coded too. If they have a
right.
if they have a hard coded value,
They
right?
do,
Like this equals
but they
this.
don't know like there's no like properties of them, right? There's no property that says this is a potion, this is a drink, right?
Yeah,
They
sure,
don't know that.
sure.
Items are, as far as the code is concerned, every item is an equivalent. Just they have a different value and different sprite and different name, obviously. So the big thing of like being able to like detect whether it's a potion or not, right?
Hmm.
That's one thing we can't filter even with the data fixed properly. So I'm just gonna slap it on there. Like a is potion, basically, right? 'Cause that's only two. I mean, that doesn't allow for more types other than that. We have ingredients, drinks, and potions. But the only ones that really met, the only one that we're gonna filter down for spawning is drinks and potions. So using like a yes or no, is it a potion? So you know if it's something you get in trouble for, if you get caught, and also for like our customer types who only order potions or only order drinks, right?
Yeah.
I literally originally hard coded it in a way where it's like, oh, if the array position of this item is at least this much, it's a potion, which is fine as long as the number of items never changes
Hmm.
and the table never changes, which isn't the case because we have to on the fly kind of update that for different customers.
I think I'm about done with this for now. And I'll add more to it later, but like I think it looks decent for now. I want to see what it looks like with the buttons. But also this stuff here needs to be thinner. Or thicker, I mean.
What stuff?
I just my line thickness switched from 2 pixel to 1 pixel here in the middle. Because
Uh,
I wanted to make the stones smaller as they got further away. But going from 1 pixel to 2 pixel is very it's a big change. So I kinda have to
yeah.
fill in some gaps here to make the transition a little smoother.
So our lines be thicker up front too. I mean, you're working on that. I know you're kind of making it a little bit thicker in spots and darker, so it just has some perspective.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're saying like go to 3 in the front, like the very front, because it's not. I didn't imagine it would change that much, like from 1 to 3, because that's a pretty big change in like the size that we're working with.
Yeah, it
That's a
is.
pretty big like change in pixels. Because like look right here, like we have 2 right here to 1. That's a huge change. 3 wide would
Yeah,
be ginormous.
it would.
I just want to fill this in just a little bit. It's definitely super skinny in areas. Um, I mean, really, like, there's just going to be a lot of tweaking to this as time goes on. All of this needs to be made thicker as well. It's so tedious, man. Like, just one pixel can screw everything up and make it look super ugly.
Right.
And that's kind of like why, like, I do really want to work on tilt yards sometime in the near future because I was really getting into Blender and I love making goofy 3D models with really bad physics. And I think there's like a really large audience to play those games too. Like, and there's a large audience for people who want like perfect like 3D animations and 3D physics and whatever and want it to look amazing. But there's definitely a huge audience for people who just want their character to like ragdoll when they die and they want their body to like get stretched 1 mile if they're holding onto something that moves or whatever. Um, are there any other super skinny lines in here? Now it can start to be one thick in this area, but kind of this area right here, it's like the transition. Hmm. So you're rewriting things right now?
I'm adding that other property to the to our item resource. I was doing like an is potion boolean for now. I can have anything that isn't a potion or a drink as far as what customers ask for. I don't think so.
No. Not in the current plans, at least. I'm going back and making these like a little bit more pronounced. It's too quiet in here, man. I have to put on some music or something. Uh, Rob, you there?
I was muted. Shit. Yeah.
How long were you talking?
I don't know. Probably some.
Well,
What's the last thing you heard me hear?
Cheez-Its.
Has it been a minute?
The last thing you said was Cheez-Its. When I asked you what you're eating.
Oh. Okay. Cool. I haven't said much, but I didn't know I was muted still.
Or maybe it was the potion thing. Maybe it was the
It was the potion
potions
thing. You
are
just
a
wanted that.
bullion. Yeah.
Okay. I must have hit the button. So I changed the code for that. I'm trying to time. Is there a timer built into Windows?
No.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, it's built into the clock?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to time.
Cheez-Its.
Some customers.
Trying to time my Cheez-Its.
I didn't watch the person fast enough. Okay. Green potion one. Trying to make sure this timing's right. I'm watching. I have a stopwatch next to the freaking screen.
Oh, you're still screen sharing. Can I flip the Twitch to your screen?
Sure.
Okay.
That's right. Blue potion guys who I'm watching now. To make sure. Supposedly 30 seconds total, right? Well, yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
At 15, it should do the dots roughly. So blinking at 20. It does. And you should leave at 30. Roughly. Exactly, but like my timing on starting a timer wasn't perfect, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so someone with a drink. I guess eyeball that one, not the potion. Potions should be a total of 15 seconds, right? No, drinks, I mean. Count in my head for this one. Yeah, you get 15 seconds for drink customers, 30 seconds for potion customers. What I did code wise is I just changed it. So I had this thing before. So it's like if the roll of like the dicing it rolls basically was a value of something greater than the third entry in the array. And I had to come here. Now it's just if want is potion, which reads like, oh yeah, I know what this is doing. It took me about 2 minutes to find where I did this code because it was so obscure and I couldn't find it. So I was like, now it's obvious of like, oh, this is the code that does this, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a potion. Do this shit. I can also use that now for when guards check instead of having to check if like I had like an array of like contraband. If it's a potion, using the same flag, right? Uh, not a major change, but it's like now the items know if they're potions or not, which they didn't before, which makes it a lot easier for filtering an array of like, oh, if it's not a potion, we don't want it. If it is a potion, we do want it. Makes it easy to get a list to get a table of only drangers or only potions for like the right types to use that. Let's see, so little small changes, but it's like we need that for the other part to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
What to
Sorry,
do
I
now
was trying to
basically is
find
when we
a.
get the table for the other customer types, we just filter over it real quick and just say if it's
Mhm.
like a potion, keep it. If it's not, ditch it, or vice versa, or whatever we need to do with that. So probably more flags later we have to add just for certain like special customers and stuff, probably. But we'll, a lot of the ones we have now are going to be covered by this basically. Once I have this done, so I have in my head how I'm doing it now. I'm just doing it. But yeah, we'll be able to implement the other customer types easily, where they've got the ones who just get one type of drink always, and the ones who do other stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Um. Oh, sorry, blink timer. I need to take a break from this cobblestone shit, dude. My eyes hurt. Ah.
That's fair.
I'm like staring at like a million pixels and changing them one at a time. Like, oh, does it look a little bit better now? Does it look a little bit better now? No? Okay, back that one up. Is that chillable red? Of course it's chillable red. What else would it be?
You and your wine.
If I don't drink wine, I'll quit being a hot mom. Mm. Love that for you, Queen. Thanks. Dude, like the cobblestone thing over and over again is like ah.
Which is why I don't like full like graphics of pixel art. I like tile sets because I can make one tile and just tile the shit out of it. It looks worse than hand drawn stuff for sure, but it's like
Tile sets are
easy,
tile sets are awesome, but some things just can't repeat.
right? Yeah,
Some things can't repeat and look good.
correct. Our title screen looks better with like the more hand drawn pixel art style for sure.
Um, I kind of want to make a few adjustments to the floor tiles. I don't know if you want to do that together or if I should like redraw it and then send it to you. I don't know what you want to do.
I'm not sure about that part. I know it's going to do that, but
What do you mean the
I
second
don't know
part?
right now. I don't know right now for that part for the floor wall stuff.
Well, I have a few ideas. I'd like to see what they look like, but I think the what we need to do is edit it in the tile sheet and get
Can we do
those
that one
probably
in
the
person
easiest.
Wednesday?
Sure. Yeah, we can do that Wednesday. That can be goal for Wednesday. There's 6 viewers in here right now. Hey guys, welcome in, welcome in. Working on our game, The Forbidden Flask. It is a diner, old like those old school diner games, but you run a medieval tavern instead of a diner. And there's a lot more to it than that, but that's just the quick one sentence version. Whether you lurk or chat, you are welcome here. We're working on code and art today. Jordan said I found something to wear for pics, so I don't have to go to Target after work. That's awesome. We can most likely do Fortnitemares. Yeah, I think I'm good for Fortnitemares tomorrow. Or tonight, sorry. Okay. So you're just messing with Like the item ID thing, you're rewriting that part of it.
Some parts of that. I'm trying to think how the best way to do this, because right now it pulls from. We get the quest data for that day from globally, so we basically check what day it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which we know. Um, request that, and of course we say right now at least that if it's not found, if it's not less than the size of that, you just use the last set. We'll have to adjust some of the day by day for that at some point too. But
Mm-hmm.
so this is getting that request data, which should what's that include technically? Now I need to check. So it's like exactly what that array has in it. Of course, the cards don't want drinks. That's what I need. So that right now returns each
Hello,
resource
everyone.
and its
My name is
total.
Oh,
However,
there we go.
we don't need that. We don't want the totals because we don't know what the totals are going to be yet. Let's see. Problem of writing the code a couple months ago and that way looking at it 2 months since then, right? Except for we added on stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
I might need to get a freaking notebook out and just pencil paper this one to figure out how I want to organize this because it's like right now it goes from a total of 1. I need to make it so it doesn't do that, but also I need to not hard. It's not hard code. Like it's generated on the fly when you first launch the game. But I need to be able to like when each customer spawns, they need to be able to create a new table with their own stuff for only the things that they're allowed to spawn. Right now, the ones that always get the same thing are easy. You just say get that thing. You can just override that manually. It's not a big deal. But the ones where like only drinks or only potions or right.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably don't. This whole part you wrote about this whole generate data tables or internet data tables function. This is probably useless. I mean, it's not useless, but it needs to. The heck, actually. Um, total weight. When the game launches, it prints the stuff out as it is, so that's when it prints out all this crap, which is not very readable. Let's see. Let's see here. Can a resource use this function? Item for testing.
I'm trying to think of what else I want to work on right now. Do you have any ideas?
1 second. Okay. Not launch. That's more readable by a little bit because it has resource, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Round it out total to 1.
Would there be a? It kind of has to. It has to be a dice roll, right?
Yeah. I
Because
mean, it's not
that's
dice roll,
the
but that's just effectively
yeah.
how
Well,
it's weighted, so it has to have like
it's a
different.
dice roll. The dice just has a million sides.
It's 100. I mean, yeah, because it rolls infinite decimal places. It's not infinite, but like
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
20.
it's like 20 decimal places.
I could tell it the round was in there. It wouldn't affect our code at all because it's coded this way. But like, effectively, you're rolling a D100 for how it is set up right now, and that's how it determines.
Yeah.
Uh,
I understand. I'm just trying to, like, how do you want to change it?
Well, the problem is these are all predetermined, right? But we don't know what the rates are going to be, what the total is going to be until we know what the items are going to be, right? It didn't matter up front if everyone ordering the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
but now it does. So really the whole thing where we generate the whole, I was looking at it from a different way before. I was like, oh yeah, we need to get the totals and have it generated. But that's dumb. Because every customer's type is special will have to have different numbers anyways, different totals.
Well, not every customer type is
Not
special.
every, but several special customer types, right?
Yeah.
We'll need that.
Should just be the drunk and the well, actually, yeah. It should just be the drunk and the plague doctor.
That we have right now, at least, right?
Well, I mean, the Duke and the Duchess probably shouldn't order potions, but because they're like
Unless
under the king, you know.
unless our idea for tavern level 3, and they go on the back VIP entrance.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they should only ask for drinks. But I think the idea of tipping is on the list to add, right? Or I mean, the easy way is just for say, oh, they're them. They just pay you double because they're rich and they can, and they're like showing off, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Um. I feel like the. I feel like it shouldn't be like another entrance. I mean, it can be, but I'm trying to think
Or they
like.
like speakeasy, right? They go in, but they don't go to a seat. They go to the secret entrance that's in behind the counter or something.
Mm-hmm. But is that like there just wouldn't be any guards down there?
Right. That'd be a thing. Like it'd be for VIP customers, and you would be like you're guaranteed to not get caught when you have a VIP customer in the thing. The
Does
thing
that
is,
add
it's out of
fun?
the way though, so it takes up a lot of your time.
Does it add fun though? That's my thing. Like, if
That's a good question.
does it add fun?
It
Because I don't think so.
probably does not.
I think it's more of the same.
It is.
It adds a safer way to like sell potions and stuff.
Safer is less fun.
But yeah, we
What
don't
is
want.
going to be fun is the dodge roll.
I mean, yeah, I
I'm not
guess.
joking,
I know you
by
really
the
want
way.
a dodge roll.
I'm not that married to it, but like I like the idea of like you being able to, if you have skillful timing, right, be able
You
to
can like
avoid
roll
detection.
through the
Yeah.
detection.
So like, and if you time, and I saw about adding like a skill check thing to that. So like, you have to click a button twice. You click a button to start the roll and click a button to stop. And if you don't time the stop right, you drop what's in your hand. Anyways,
Hmm.
so it's like a double tap, and you have to like press the button again to like to show that like you landed upright and didn't like drop the thing you were trying to carry to the customer while you were skillfully dodging the guard, right? You mess up that roll, you might not get caught, but you've broken that vial of what could have been a potion, right, on the ground.
So, do I need to start working on a dodge roll animation for the main character?
I mean, that's not like top of the list or anything, but I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, I mean,
That or other kind of like a stealth ability or something like that. Of like, oh yeah, you chugged an invisibility potion or something. So now you can just for like X amount of time, you can just deliver whatever you want to customers.
a dodge
Something
roll
like
could
that.
be cool. Um,
Implementation, I'm not sure exactly how it would work yet, but we'd figure it out.
I mean, if there is a dodge roll though, it should be something you have to purchase.
It's been yeah, it could be an upgrade, or like there's like a thing of like, oh yeah, you
What if there's
yeah,
a
it would be an upgrade.
what if there's a chance that a monk comes into your store and he can teach you the dodge roll?
Fist fights you. Wait, what?
No, like he gives you a prompt to purchase the dodge roll ability.
That'd be a cool
But
random like
but
what?
you can only purchase it if you encounter the monk at some point in your run.
Oh yeah, so if he shows up, then it's now in the pool of upgrades you can get on the end of day screen.
Oh, I was gonna say you just walk up to
Should
him.
that be a that's not? I feel like that should be a permanent thing though. I feel like once you've encountered the monk, that should be in the tables for future runs and stuff too. I like the idea of like some of the things being like you unlock like you don't get this is not a permanent upgrade, but it's permanently in the upgrade pool or for you to purchase after that if you happen to roll it, right?
Yeah. Um, I think you're adding levels of
I know
complexity though when you don't just make it to where you have to buy it every game. Because
it
I
is.
like how it's
No, you have to buy it every game, but like it doesn't show up as something you can randomly get as a choice until you've encountered the monk in like a special event or something. It's like a
part.
random event thing, and once you trigger the random
Yeah.
event, that now you've got this new upgrade that you might roll as one of your choices when you at the end of each day.
Mm-hmm.
Still have to buy it every run. Still have to happen to roll it as a choice and then buy it if you want it on each run. But like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, after you've encountered this random event the first time,
Okay.
now
Okay. I
it's
like it. I like that. I like that. Okay.
now it's in the pool.
Okay. 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 So
Write the shit down.
I need to start working on a monk
Someone needs to.
customer then. I'll write it down and I'll start working on a monk. And then I need to start working on a dodge roll animation,
All right.
which is gonna be a pain in
Not
the dick.
That's not top of the list though. We have other stuff that's higher up in the list than
I'm the
dodge roll.
I'm the art guy. I'm the you know general game direction and uh marketing. So I mean I'm editing a video after we get off this meeting. Um but I don't have a whole lot more on my list right now.
Right.
um
I think we should part of Wednesday should be like some brainstorming and stuff too, where we just get some get notebook out and just like jot down stuff or our document figurative notebook, right?
online notebook, digital
Yeah.
notebook.
Yeah. Part of me thinks I should ignore this function and just basically move this functionality into when the customer wants something. Um, or I can make a function here of just like a new function here that I can call. So basically, of like, oh yeah, just where any place can ask for, hey, give me the data for this day, right? It gives it to you in the raw format of this day, and then whatever calls it has a deal of whatever needs to happen next. Because like different things might process data differently, like different customer types. Um, so let's do.
Okay, I wrote that down in brainstorming. I'm going to, I guess, throw together a monk real quick, or start working on one at least. Let's go to a
Get data,
sprite.
get requests. Data. And then let's say we do our data.
Wait, this monk actually looks so good. I just looked up monk pixel art to like get an idea.
Oh yeah.
Look at this guy. Hold on. Uh, check stream. Look at how good he looks. Do you see him?
Check stream. What's one? One's behind again.
I'm looking at my. Yeah, I
Let me
mean,
refresh. I think it's behind on both of them.
weird.
Not for me at least. It's probably a me issue. There you are. I see it now. Yeah, Twitch was way behind. Now it's caught up. It's
Isn't that awesome? Look at this monk.
pretty good. That's a pretty cool monk.
Love the way this guy looks.
Like the sash.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be like these colors are like the closest to these colors as possible.
Well, and also the question must be: would this be a customer who comes in, or would this be like a cut, like an end of day cutscene, like a random event cutscene type thing? It could be, or both, or either. I mean, most of our cutscenes are probably gonna be like just in the tavern scene anyway. It's like
I think it
cutscenes
should
with
just
some dialogue and
happen.
stuff.
I
Yeah.
I think they should walk in
Yeah.
your store like during hours to break up gameplay a little bit. Like it gives you
Yeah,
something
for sure.
exciting to look forward to.
Should they just like walk in and hang out, or should they would they get a drink still probably, or would they just like chill?
I think they should walk in and just stand at your counter for the rest of the day, whether they order something or not, doesn't
Like at the
matter.
end of the counter, like can stick us in at the end of the counter where there's like not a seat or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think they need to sit down. I think we should have like one path that's like a maybe like a cinematic path or something.
Right.
And like
You can just chill like at the end of the bar, or like
yeah,
just
it's like at the end of the bar, but like only like when the special event happens, like that's where the person walks to every time. Um, and not that you would be able to talk to them or anything, but like if you walk up to them and press E, I mean maybe
no,
they
you have to talk to them. You have to talk to them. If there's something that's tied to them, you have to talk to them. If you don't make a point to do that, you just miss it. Honestly.
and you have to like wait for him to come back again.
Yeah. It could happen again.
I think that's how it should work. I think that's a good idea.
You have to go talk to him, and then like maybe, and like then I guess they'll ask you for like well, he's gonna say I can teach you, and then at that point, like it'll show up as on the upgrade screen randomly as a choice you can get.
Yeah. Now, real question.
Yeah.
Everything faces right, correct?
I don't remember.
Fuck. No! No! Everything
They
you
all
said
face
to me
they all face to the right.
close to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to breathe.
DMCA.
You're right, it's too accurate.
Too accurate. Yeah, they all face to the right. You flip them. You flip it when they're on the way in, and flip it back when they're on the way out.
Monk robe colors.
They need some adjustment too, probably.
Browns,
Of, like-
reds, oranges.
Also random, but I think the customers should the customers who order a drink should hold the drink in their hand while they're sitting at the bar still.
I'm cool with that.
Not a big deal because we already do it for the player anyways when we're carrying stuff. It's the same exact logic. We just didn't do it because it was like, one of those like nice to have. Maybe we didn't have time on, originally. Now we have all the time we want as long as it's reasonable and within scope.
Oh, if I'm committing to do this guy now, then I need to finish him. Do I feel like finishing the monk now?
What else is there to work on right now, art wise? So we had back on the list. You got most of it already.
Not a lot.
Listed.
I did the sword. I did the lizard animation. I worked on the menu. I did the torch. I marked all four of those off in our last meeting.
All right. We do need assets for. You made some upgrade assets already. I know. If you need
Uh,
more of those, we need to nail down that list too very soon.
we can do
It
that
might be
Wednesday.
also Wednesday saying, yeah, we can just like it's easier when you can like sit at the table and just or the desk and just go on the list and yeah.
Buddhist robe colors. Happy cartoon Buddhist. What the hell? This guy looks crazy. I think I'm just gonna use the orange with like a yellow belt. Is what we're going for, I think. So his head needs to, well, shoot, we'll just move back a little bit, maybe. I feel like I have a big head, man. Um, he's definitely gonna have bare feet. How long does the rope go down? Oh, that's cool. You can have like leg wraps. Dude, this guy looks so good. I wish we could just use this guy.
right?
He's made so well. He looks awesome. I'm gonna try and make something similar, but like my own spin on it. Um, Gotta look at some of our other sprites real quick. Hold on. Let's open up the Plague Doctor. So their whole front shows, it's just that the head's turned a different way. The way that we're doing ours. I just want to keep it consistent.
Um,
So I'll do like here. Uh, but they need to have. Hmm. This is tough because the way the fabric needs to look. Maybe he's just orange. And the arm comes out here. Goes this way.
first.
Guy's gonna have a big head, man. How many pixels is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Dude, no wonder. The one I'm looking at is like 64 by 64. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, it's literally 64 by 64. Gizmo. What's up, Nezzy? What do you want, bud? What do you want? You just want me to hold you? You can go in the living room. Rob, are you there?
Yeah.
Do you see this cat?
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with him.
Keep doing that probably.
Holding him like this?
Yeah.
I think he likes it.
Seems like it.
Hmm. What, bud? I'm covered in cat hair.
Cool, that works. Great. Awesome.
I'm feeling very limited by our color palette right now.
True.
Um, like we have two shades of orange,
Those are, and they're right there.
and they're right here. Two shades of orange. Like, how do you shade something when you only have two shades to work with? Hey, Christian, what's going on, brother? Christian, are you subscribed to www.youtube.com/@CowHammerStudios? Because if not, you should be. You like that pitch?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'm a hard ass. Yeah, my name's Rob, and all I do is I order fried chicken, but I pull all the chicken off and I eat the bones, because that's the part I'm interested in.
Oh yeah.
Listening to you, Dev, while I play WoW. Bro, get to level 76. Alright? It won't take you that long. Get to level 76. Also, subscribe to www.youtube.com/@CowHammerStudios. You can do that. There's a link in the chat. You can follow that. You can click that. We can be better friends if you do. Alright, let's go. Oh, dude, I'm such a menace. I'm such a menace to society. Society at large. Is it okay? Fuck, dude. Oh, fine. I'm gonna make it a little bigger, I guess. Can he be like one taller than 32? Or one wider? No? Okay. Alright, let's move some stuff around. Actually, his bare ass feet can be on the ground without a black line.
Dictionary. So it'll work or it'll crash. One of the two. Didn't crash. And didn't work. Great. Neither did two. Even better.
Even better. That's worse, man. What's up, buddy? What's going on, buddy?
From scratch.
I'm pretty sure we've had like 50 unique visitors during the stream, which is actually crazy. My average is like 20 unique visitors throughout a stream.
Cool.
Because I've maintained like 5 to 7 viewers the entire time I've been in here. But like I've seen it like drop down to 2 and then it'll fill back up to like 7 again. So Nezzy wants out and I need to heat up some food real quick, but I'm down to stay on. Or do you want to get off soon?
Probably not too much longer.
Gotcha. Um I kind of like that. What are your thoughts so
Nice.
far? I didn't have an orange, so I had to use like this red brown we have. Like that's the closest I have to
That's
shade this.
a decent shading color for it.
Okay, do you like the white on top and black on the bottom, or white on the bottom and black on the top?
Uh,
Or we can even do something crazier.
just give him solid like white eyes. Okay. Give him solid
Wait,
neon blue eyes to show his power.
I really like
That's funny.
because he's a monk, right? So he's like very like um very observant of his surroundings, right? So whatever direction he's
Good.
walking in, he's looking behind him, like he has eyes on the back of his head.
Should the ear be a lighter color than the
Uh,
black? Like a more of like a skin tone or a darker skin tone slightly.
Now he just looks like Spock. It doesn't look like an ear anymore, though.
It doesn't. I don't. Yeah, that's a tough one. It looks. There's not a good color. There's not an ideal color that's in our palette. I don't think. But the black looks a little weird with the eyes also having the black dots to me. Huh?
What I had before was like I did like this kind of thing, and you can like change this color or something. I mean, realistically, it probably shouldn't be that different. That's not horrible. It makes him look like an old man, though. But he,
We already have a couple people who look like that. We use that for one of the old man kickers, one old man normal customers anyway. It's a little curl or L or whatever.
yeah. Dude, if this guy walks in my tavern, the first thing I'm saying is, what? What the hell? He looks so unlike all the other tavern characters, but that's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
What, bud? He really wants out. Um, I how much trouble is it to add the occasional dialogue box at the bottom in the same spot?
Not a big deal.
Because when there's like special events and stuff, I 100% think we should have text at the bottom, like "This is about to happen," or
I mean, and we're gonna have dialogue anyways. We just haven't done it yet. We're definitely gonna have like a little animated dialogue box when you talk to people. It'll
like
probably pause
like I
the
want
tavern while you're talking in dialogue, probably. Or should it pause while you're in dialogue?
no,
Probably.
no,
No?
hell no. You're just gonna
Okay.
miss those customers, man. You better read quick. No,
Yeah.
we can pause. We can pause.
I'm not sure which one feels better for this kind of. It's easy to try it both ways once we have it in there.
It's the answer is probably pause. Um, I just want like when the monk comes in, I want him to have like his own sound effects and stuff, and I want him to be like have like a crazy title or something. Um, I don't
It's
know.
like monk of the whatever, some random ass name monastery.
Yeah, or I don't know. I, I'm thinking like
You should give him. That's also funny if you get like for part of the animation, gave him like the nuclear, like blue eyes to like show he's like this like powerful. He's like, I can teach you the secrets or some shit.
like this.
The whole thing though, this just both pixels blue. This blue is blue. Just blue eyes.
Blue.
But just for a frame or something, or a couple frames, he's like,
My
"This
name is
stupid."
Blue Eyes White Dragon, and I'm the monk from the. I am the monk from the.
I'm joking. Like I don't know. It'd be funny to use
I was being
like
serious.
glows of power or some shit for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Or he like
No,
he just
what
like
he
he
should
goes to
do?
power and he gives you a fucking like pamphlet for his like freaking like his like dojo or some shit. It's a monastery.
No,
But,
dude.
like
He should walk in. And it should like the text box at the bottom should be like, "Who's that?" And then you click, and then it just goes, "Yeah!" Like the whole bar. And then he has like the Goku thing
like
where
superhero land he like lands.
no, like he like his like fists like go down really fast, and then he gets like a blue aura around him,
Yes.
like a giant blue aura. And then we have like a sound effect where he's just like grunting, and then
You're recording that, right?
and then it stops.
You're recording that sound effect, aren't you?
I'll do it. Yes, I'll do it. And then he stops, and then he walks up to the counter, and he's like, "Do you want to learn my powers? I can teach you."
And then like his like upgrade icon is just like a freaking like one of those little take a little slip like phone number things, and it's like for his like classes or something.
Yeah, like a dojo sign up or something,
Yeah.
or
It's like if you have a zoomed in version of that of the visual of that, which you probably wouldn't practically, right? But if we did, it'd be like tired of getting your ass kicked by the guards.
I don't
It's
know.
a picture of him with like a big muscle arm instead.
What if he teaches you? What if he can teach you like several different upgrades, but they're all like agility based? Like the dodge roll is one of them.
It's one where it's like it's just like a stealthy like teaches like a stealth something or something like that too maybe.
Oh, I was thinking like
Teaches you like a
um
dash.
yeah. But like maybe there's like two or three different like um
Do a technique where you throw the potion up
agility
in the
things.
air, and if you have to catch it afterwards, but the guards can't see the potion while it's in the air. The ability is like you just throw the item in your hand up in the air, and it follows you, but you have to time to catch, or you miss it, or jump over the counter.
Yeah, maybe you learn like
Somebody
a maybe
jump
you
over
learn like
tables,
the ability to just
slide across the bar,
counters. Like
slide across the bar.
no, like teleport through them. Like just straight up teleport through the countertop.
Or you learn one where it's like where you accidentally trip a guard, but you make it look like an accident, so you don't get like arrested for it.
Or he teaches
Like
you how to make a like a
it's like a thing where yeah.
he teaches you how to make a trap, and you put it in front of the door, and if a guard steps on it, they just disappear, or they like fall through the floor or something.
It sounds like we're a freaking like ninja or something too to come out of the tavern, which doesn't fit the aesthetic at all. But who cares? At that
Well,
point?
I mean, it kind of does. It kind of
Yeah.
does.
But it's like, oh, what if they teach you to like
We're in
it's
medieval
like
Europe. What about medieval
make a
Asia?
move where you throw yourself into the guard, and like, it looks like you trip into the guard, right? And you like both end up on the ground, but you have a couple seconds before he gets up where
You
he's
can
not
just-
saying anything.
Or you can just straight up knock him out. Like the rest of the day. Like
Or
he
you
falls over the rest of the day. He's got like little bird
You
animation
throw
over
like
his
a
head.
freaking dude. You get the monk gives you his sash, and you can throw the sash over a guard's like face.
What about a
No, put the we need to be able to put a bucket on a guard's head. That's what we need.
yes. Put a bucket on the guard's head, and then oh my god, this is so smart.
That needs to be something you can unlock. It's basically you can like once a day you can put a bucket over a guard's head, and
Are you being serious? Are you being serious right now?
Absolutely.
And the dialogue box at the bottom goes, "Who's there?
Who's there?
Must have been the wind."
Was that? Must have been nothing. Must have been nothing.
Guard continues to flip back and forth, but just his vision just goes away.
He just rapidly does it. Why is like on his head? He just rapidly is pops back and forth really fast. I like that idea. Actually,
Who goes
like,
there?
That'd be a good active ability that you could somehow unlock, right? Or as an upgrade. Not somehow. It'd be an upgrade you would buy, like anything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, who did that?
Oh, dude, my cat tried to jump up here, but he's a fat tub of lard, so he slipped. What's up, bud? Why do you look so angry?